Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is Wasabi. This is another series of completing missions for the T28 HTC. We're doing the MT-9 mission with the medium tank missions, and this needs to damage heavy tanks. Let's have a quick look at the mission. Okay, we've got to do 750 hit points worth of damage to enemy tanks and destroy at least one enemy heavy tank. So we are on the Live Oaks map, and we're just heading out. Now the PZ-38NA is going up to spot, so we're going to move up to roughly the same position to see whether we get any targets and take advantage of the spotting. If light tanks don't get great spotting and people don't follow it with shots, then it's sort of wasting the value of the light tanks. Anyway, so there was a T-34 spotted just there, and there's a T-14 here crossing the map, but looks like even though with a relatively good shell velocity, we're not getting any damage out of that, which is unfortunate. It's a heavy tank. Could have been nice to get some side shots in. Okay, we've got a PZ-34 on top firing shots, but we're not getting any hits, so a bit unfortunate, but the accuracy of this kind of long range is a bit questionable. So we're just going to stay in this spot for the moment until we can get any more. Still pumping in shots, not getting any connecting, so we put on auto aim just to try and improve the accuracy, given that that target wasn't moving. That just either was out of the way or not quite sure there. Anyway, we're not getting any value in this spot, so I'm going to relocate. If this bot would let me move, so I'm going to go down the southwest or southeast side of the map, down the railway line. Now, because the enemy's got their heavy tanks in the city, and it's potentially will see if anyone else is coming up on this side, because it's only basically a bot on that side. Now, bots are actually quite useful for spotting, assuming that they get approached to the point that they can see any of the enemy tanks, and it looks like the PZ-38NA has decided to do the same thing. Light tanks not getting any spots or damage, so it's coming down this way. Now we switched to premier ammo. That's because they spotted a DW2, and from a perspective of armor, it's got relatively good armor at certain distances, so we're just going to try and eliminate him. And he's a heavy tank, so we're actually picking up some damage for our target, which is good. It's only 750, which is sort of not a big total, but anyway, we'll just concentrate on eliminating this DW2, partly because he's also spotting us now. We don't appear to be lit, and there's a Panzer 4D at the back there, medium tank. So if that's our target, we're switching back to standard ammo because we wouldn't need premium to penetrate. So just going up here cautiously, taking up positions on each ridge line just to see whether we can spot anything. And there's a Type 95. Now that's a good target for us. That is a heavy tank, and we're getting some spotting damage and putting some shots in, which is helping out total. So we'll just see if we can get rid of this PZ-4D. He's only just peeking over, it looks like, so we're not getting a real target. So we're just going to keep pushing up. And we think these tanks are basically by themselves, so we might be able to isolate them and take them out one at a time. So there's the Panzer 4D, and yeah, get a shot into him. So we're lit, but again, there's no one on his side to shoot back at us, which is excellent. Looks like he's retreating. So we're just going to follow around the corner, try and keep terrain between us and the target until we can basically come around the corner and either surprise him or whatever the case is. Now it looks like, yeah, he's running away through water, which means he's not moving very quickly. Doing very well in the accuracy thing, aiming those shots. But we'll turn around to this Type 95 and get rid of him. So we're getting those shots in, and we are getting hits back at us, but that's actually given us our target, so we've managed to collect the award for MT-9, so we've done our 750 of damage, but let's try to finish off this Panzer 4D. Now the game is not going all that well. We are 3 tanks down, but also substantial hit points down. I'm down now to pretty much one shot. Shouldn't have really pushed that as hard as I did there, but Panzer 38 NA has gone back to the base area, and I'm going to head back there as well. So I've done 1500 damage, which is about the target that I've got. A little bit of assisted damage, and we're only in our like 15th, 16th battle in this tank, so I'm just trying to keep our damage up, try and mark it. So you can see the T14 there. It looks like he's on the downslope, so we'll just see if we can spot him at all, but we're not getting any image there, so he's outside of our view range, and he's just gone unlit. So that's not going to be a useful target to us. He does get relit, probably by the Panzer 38 NA, and that's probably also the tank that's putting some damage in. So we're just going to see if we can get a shot under the carriages here. It's not getting a great angle in terms of our gun depression, so we'll just have to keep moving up and see if we can get some shots into these tanks as they're moving across. So there's the T14. We'll try and aim in on him. Managed to get a couple of shots in. Now we're firing APCR here. We're really behind the 8 ball. Although we're only 2 tanks down, we are just right on the limit in terms of health. So we're just going to try and tax this tank as much as possible. Take a hit from the Panzer 34 down to 84 hit points now. My driver's been damaged, so I'll just repair him and just see if we can get a chance to do any more damage, but it's not looking good here. We just don't have an angle on where lit. So we're going to try and retreat. Don't think we're going to get much joy out of this match, but nonetheless, we've done a reasonable amount of damage, in terms of our contribution. So we'll see if we can come around the corner and take the opportunity of any more hits. Probably not going to be really useful for us. So they're all up on the flat area and concentrating on the cap. They're probably not expecting me to come back, and I'm just not sure whether it's worth popping up, so I'm just changing my mind now and deciding to run away. Now, I wasn't spotted in that at all, so there might be tanks coming after me, but just basically going to bug out and head back down the line. And there's 3 tanks on cap, so really not going to get that far in terms of finding any tanks back at the base. So there is a Panzer 34 coming after me, and I do get lit. So rather than just run away in a straight line, I'm just going to head off down here along the this lower line and try and keep out of vision and wait for the game to be capped out, because they're obviously not jumping off cap to try and kill me. So that's the game. So let's go and have a look at the results. So we completed the medium tank mission 9 for the T28 HTC, which was to do 750 damage to heavy tanks and to kill at least one. So we managed to kill 2 of those. Managed to kill 3 tanks in total, and we did 1800 damage. We only got a 3rd class badge for that, but I'm not sure if that changes if it's a defeat or a win. So we did finish on top of our team in both damage and experience, and we almost got top damage in the whole map, the whole battle, but yeah, congratulations to the other team. So we did 45 shots and only 25 of those hit, 22 penetrated. That just shows that you can't really use this gun, at least I can't, for sniping. We only got a little assisting damage and very little in terms of blocked, and we lost about 10k credits for the premium rounds fired. Anyway, thanks for watching, and come back to the channel.